touch me! Heidi. Just don't! You're worse than him. You were supposed to protect me. You knew what would happen. You knew what it was all like. And yet you just still threw me to the fucking wolves. You used me, a fucking child, so you didn't have to go through it anymore. You can't even claim to feign ignorance. You're supposed to be human. At least he doesn't fucking pretend to be something he isn't. You forsake your humanity to save your own skin. You're the real monster. Heidi, who's your favorite parent? Adelaide. Oh, but she's not related to you. She's also dead. Then Freda. She's not your parent either. I mean your real parents. Fine. Out of the two people who birthed me, Vati. Seriously? You're literally my least favorite person in the world. Like how you'd be my favorite parent, even with a given alternative.
Wait. I am your favorite parent?
Don't misunderstand. I still fucking hate your guts. But yes, you're the better parent. You used to beat me only for being a brat. My mom would just beat me for being alive. She should have seen us as companions, but she saw me as competition. I'd rather feed your ego than hers. Truth be told, I actually always loved Varvati. I despised and hated him, but I couldn't help but to love him as well. In our own sick way, we loved each other as father and daughter should. I was never given example, after all, and little girls are supposed to love their daddies. I thought perhaps that he loved me as a father should too. I mean, he denied lust for me. He gave me his time. He even burned a symbol of love into my skin. He nurtured me more naturally than that horror of mother we have. Speaking of, how is that old bat? Oh, Heidi, of course you wouldn't know. Know what? Meh. She wanted to be with you so much. We all thought you were dead. I saw you die. We all saw your corpse and funeral. Meh, exactly a year after you did. Threw herself from the very same bridge with me standing witness once again. I was dead. There's no need to say you thought I was dead, because I really was dead. But how? Charlotte, do you believe any of us Dunkelheits to truly be mortal? I was dead. I wasn't unconscious or asleep or out of it. I was stone cold dead. I can't explain why I know that to be certain, but there was nothing that I experienced that could compare to that feeling. I died, Charlotte, and Vati brought me back. He brought you back? By the look on his face, I'd say it was a complete accident. And then he brought you here? What do you think? I'm sorry. I'm not. Compared to Dunkelheit Manor, this place is like paradise. It's heaven for me. But you wouldn't understand that now, would you? How lucky that you were born with such a misfortunate predisposition. Oh my word, Bertha, you're in here too. Of course you would be. I should have known. I should have suspected as much. Her husband was acquainted with my... Lottie! Oh, my dear friend Lottie! I'm glad to see you. You never came back for tea. Oh, Berta, I'm not Lottie. I'm her daughter, Charlotte. My goodness, Lottie, your accent! You're doing so much better at faking it. But I'm not... Well, yes, of course. There's hardly anything I don't excel at. You're always so self-confident, you minx. Come to tea with me. My husband shan't mind. I'd love nothing more than that. I missed our English tea parties. We mustn't let our husbands run our lives off the rails, right? Marriage should be no excuse to have a good afternoon out with the ladies. Splendid! I've spent my entire life being thrown out by you. Now you're just doing it again? Why did you? Look at you. So pathetic! pathetic! You look as though you've never been struck before. That's why I hate you. You took my beauty, my health, everything from me!
What on earth are you talking about? I didn't take anything.
I should be able to make that face too. I should be able to be unexpectedly hit and not feel as though I saw it coming. Why do I have to live my life in fear and pain while you just breeze through yours? It's unacceptable.
I didn't ask for this, Heidi.
What a coincidence! Neither did I! And yet here we are. Tell me, does he actually have the ability to feel pity? Or perhaps it's because you don't look like him. He fucks you, doesn't he?
Shut your mouth! You know nothing of what you speak of.
Then why so put off by my words? You don't have a fraction of a clue what I've been through.
But I do.
Blarney! You're full of rubbish!
I've read your journals and
You what? You bitch! Those were my own personal thoughts! How dare you? You think you're just entitled to read through my agenda? You think you're better than me?
No, I thought you were dead.
Oh, right. I was dead. Makes everything fucking better. News for you, princess. I've been dead for 1,000 years. If you understood anything I went through, then you would have known that.
You think you're the only one who suffered. Lottie's suffering never counted to you, did it? I'd have never stood a chance, same as the other maid, so who cares? Jean-Paul's a boy, so forget even considering him. And I've been nothing but a brat and thorn in your side. You think the only pain that mattered was the suffering of Heidi Dunkelheit, because yours was dramatically the worst. You think the rest of us haven't suffered? Our mother lost our mind when you died, not to mention that she lost everything else before you were even born. You think it was easy for me to be a defenseless child to just sit back and watch all of you fall apart? I breezed through all of the screams and blood, now didn't I?
Yes, you're right. Your suffering doesn't amount to anything in my eyes.
You're just as heartless as the people you hate, and you are just as insane as everyone claimed. You belong here. Please, follow me.
Can you talk with me?
Technically, yes, ma'am.
I told you it's Lizette.
Hope.
I beg your pardon?
That is my name.
Oh, well, it's very lovely.
Thank you. So is yours. Lizette, is it French?
Yes, it is. So, what am I exactly doing here? Performing for your master? Is that what the place does? Has us go on out into the world and perform for private audiences? Maybe this is a good way to make money.
I wish I could say it was that simple.
What do you mean by that? You came from the same place as I, didn't you?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I shan't answer any more of these sort of questions for the rest of the night. The walls have ears, and the corners have eyes. But I will give you the best advice that I can. Do as you're told, and try your best, because failure will not be tolerated.
Are we prisoners here? Damn it, Hope, please! What are you so scared of? I won't enter that room until I know.
Then you shall most definitely have a horrid night, and have let my words of advice go to waste.
You will suffer too, won't you? I'd get you in trouble if I don't go in.
Most likely.
Then answer my question, and neither of us will have to suffer.
I am no longer concerned about myself as of this point. There you go. You look lovely. Probably the first time you've been dressed like a proper lady, no?
What is waiting for me?
You play which instrument?
Cello.
Well, downstairs you will find a cello sitting center of a performance hall. A man will ask you to play it. Now, it is your choice to play it or not, but I highly advise you do exactly what it is he says. I always do what he says.
And if I don't?
I cannot answer.
Help, please!
I cannot answer because he comes up with something new each time.
All right, I'll do it for you then.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please don't call me that.
Thank you, Lizette.